Hello and welcome to a special little bonus episode of Geektopia. I'm not alone. I got the Geek Squad members with me. We have the Chief Jantan, we've got Pratik Naidu, we got Carvin J, and we got Papi Zach looking oh so kawaii. Do it again.
Come on in.
Just looking nice. Anyway, the reason why I've gathered the troops here today is this is not a review at all. This is going to be a preview because we are on the cusp of the Batman coming out in cinemas, and this has got me really excited. Matt Reeves is directing, so his track record is brilliant, like the Planet of the Apes films that he did. I'm so looking forward to this, but I was thinking to get your take on it and any predictions you might have for what could happen in the movie, and when we do our review, we can stitch that in. So let's start off with, are you looking forward to this movie, Chief Jantan?
Without a question, man. But I have to say, when they first announced it and said Robert Pattinson was in it, I was like, what? But that was the same thing I said when Ben Affleck was involved.
Or even the man behind you right now. A lot of people said the same thing. Heath Ledger. Not as Batman, obviously, as the Joker, but still.
Yeah. So I was very skeptical, but then after watching the trailers, I'm like, wow, actually he's a great fit. You know, he did a great job. And watching the latest trailer that they had, oh my God.
Yeah.
It blew my mind.
Carvin, you are looking very excited. You've got your toy. I hope it's never been in places we can't see on camera. You're excited.
No, it has. But also, no, 100%. Look, I'm a huge fan of Batman. All right, I have to start with that. And also the fact, I shared TL's sentiment about, Robert Pattinson. But then I thought to myself, like, Robert Pattinson is actually a good actor. Like, I've seen him in things, and he's always not been bad. Like, he's been good. And, even in Tenet and other things as well. But the thing is, like, for me, I just didn't know, like, could he pull off the cowl, that kind of stuff. But look, I saw the trailer and I like the fact that it's very loyal to the comics. It's very, because this is year one. It's supposed to be year one. It's supposed to be early days. Year two. Year two, one, whatever lah. Say standard 2, standard 1, same thing. So, so he's supposed to be new. He's supposed to be more vindictive. He's supposed to be more brutal. He's supposed to be more, and look, the fact that whatever the trailer showed, it showed exactly what he should be. And look, from what I've seen from little bits on the trailer, it's just amazing. Even the words like I am the night, I am the vengeance. Like the way they put that thing in is just, I've got a raging boner right now.
Yeah. And I just have to say with Robert Pattinson, I know we associate him with Twilight. And of course, that's logical because there's a huge franchise at the time and the books and all of that. But he's done some really good movies. The one which stands out for me, if you're questioning his ability or his credentials to play Batman, The Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe. Great psychological movie there. Yes. He's so good in that. Papi Zach's eyes lit up when I said psychological. I don't know why. Pratik Naidu, are you excited for the Batman?
Yes, I'm like very excited. Like on the way the movie is even being promoted, like in the trailer, there's a link to like a website that like supposedly the Riddler setup. And also the fact we don't know what the Riddler actually looks like his face. They're keeping it so secretive, and like the little bits we get in the trailer, like the Batcave is in like an abandoned train station, and then the eye makeup under the cowl. They actually in the previous movies, they have it as like makeup. And then in this movie, they actually show him having it. They don't rub it off or anything.
Yeah, just to pick up on your thing about the eyes, where Michael Keaton's Batman is with Catwoman and Max Tunnels. And the camera goes to him and he hasn't, suddenly he's got no eye makeup and he takes his mask off. Like, a minute ago, you had the eye makeup. Now it's gone as you're taking your mask off and you can clearly see it. So that was one of my grievances.
You know why that happened, right? Adam, you know why?
Kenapa?
Because he's Batman.
I'm Batman. And Paul Dano, that's all we know about who the Riddler is. We know what the actor looks like, but given how much they changed Colin Farrell to be the Penguin, unrecognizable. who knows what the Riddler is going to look like, except for his costume, which we have seen, and it looks like Zach on a Saturday night in his sex dungeon. So, Zach,
Sure. Actually, what do you think of Colin Farrell as the
Penguin.
The Penguin.
Yeah, I feel it's a bit weird, but I'm not going to judge love, but still, it's just like,
when that proper trailer came out, and you see him like trying to blow up the Batmobile, and then it comes through the fire, and then his car crashes, and everything's upside down, and you see Batman walking upside down, and then it kind of like transitions into the Batman logo. I was like, oh, that is so well done, and that trailer sold me in Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
He actually reminded me of Robert Duvall.
Oh yeah, true, yeah. Robert Duvall. Anyway,
no, he will never eclipse the best actor in the world for me, which is Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. I mean, this might be the wrong word to use. He's blessed with the right characteristic to play the Penguin. The height.
Yes.
I have no idea. Zach, I don't know what you're saying when you shout. It comes very like staticky.
Oh, I say Adam C. Kenson.
Oh no,
No, but here's the thing, though. I mean, look, it's one of those things where I find it a bit weird when they take a beautiful actor and make up the person enough to become ugly. There's plenty of ugly actors out there. No, I can play the Penguin. Like guys, come on now. I mean, you don't need.
But your accent is your
Colin
accent is
Farrell
off.
to play like the. I look like the Penguin already.
You just have to shave.
No, that amount of money I will shave.
Okay. What is your friend?
Assuming you get that amount of money.
Yeah.
You probably.
I mean, if he gets 50,000 USD, I think he'll do it.
Oh yeah,
the beard will grow back.
Yes.
The beard will grow back.
No, if you give me a Hollywood movie for a couple of beers and a high five, I'll do it.
But someone who is actually, you're made to be Bane, Zach. I think of any character logically. Yes, or Juggernaut. Are you excited for the Batman?
Actually, I'm kind of surprised to say this, but I'm not. We don't need another Batman movie. And honestly, from the trailers and from the images that's been shared, I don't know. It's like the hipster Batman. Like they all went on keto diet and everything looked slim and trim. Even Catwoman. Like, what's up? She can't afford some real costume, some real leather to cover up her face. Come on.
Early years, that's why.
But no. After saying all that, I just want to see what this Batman has to offer. What other different things this Batman has to offer.
Yeah, and the amazing thing is we're going to have 2 more Batmen on the big screen this year, because when The Flash comes out, Ben Affleck's in it, and we know Michael Keaton's in it. So this year we'll have 3.
Like the multiverse
Zach,
again.
Just to let you know, Zach, this is not the Batman movie we need. This is the Batman movie we deserve.
Ooh, you get the reference there, Zach, from the Dark Knight.
Yes.
Good. Yes. But let's get some predictions in right now. Like I said early on, then we can rewind it when we do a review. I'm going to start with Prateep Naidu. What are you can, as outlandish as you want, you could say Batman fights nude. It doesn't matter. What is your prediction for the Batman? What do you think is going to happen in the movie? Anything?
I really don't know.
Okay, who do you think will be the standout actor or actress?
I think like everyone's going to be shocked by how Robert Pattinson is going to portray this character, and also like I think everyone's going to like when the Dark Knight everyone loved Heath Ledger's Joker, and then everyone also likes the Joaquin Phoenix take on the Joker. But I think everyone's also going to like Riddler, because before this, after this new movie, everyone's going to start liking Riddler, because before this, we always had sort of a very comical Riddler.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's going to be like, oh, Batman's Rogues Gallery is actually going to be terrifying, maybe in this, hopefully, trilogy, and not going to be looked at some like comedians, for say.
Hey, there's comedians here.
Comedians as in.
Yeah.
Hey, we need jobs too, huh?
Yeah. Zach, do you have any predictions for the Batman? Like anything, absolutely anything.
It's going to be a very woke Batman.
Expand. Expand.
Woke man.
He's all about equal opportunity. Black Commissioner Grisham.
What?
It has been picked up that one criticism of Batman in the comics and in the general consumer universe is this guy's a billionaire, but he doesn't really seem to do much for the city as Bruce Wayne in terms of I've got a lot of cash. And they question him. There's a clip. It's a 4-minute clip which was put up by the director. And the first, I think it was the first line, very early on in the clip, that someone's questioning him about that. So that'll be interesting to see.
They're like theories of that lady who asked, I think she's the one running for mayor or something also.
Yeah.
They said she could be, I think her name is Rial or something. So they're saying, she could be Talia al Ghul, but I don't know how.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, I guess. And I guess in terms of following the thread where Zach was going about how woke he's going to be, maybe he'll give away all his money, like all of it.
No. The rich are not like that.
But that's
in all the universes, the rich are still petty.
Okay. So that's your prediction for the Batman. I'm coming to Carvin last because I know he's probably got quite a few. So Chief Janta.
Okay, I think he's gonna have to choose between Catwoman in terms of her. Maybe it's a part where either she dies or he has to make a decision on her life. Has to choose between her life or something else. I think Penguin might be just like a side show to build up for him and his showdown with the Riddler. Yeah, that's what I think for now.
Okay.
I want to add on TL's point actually. I think not Catwoman is going to die, but because from the set picture leaks, Catwoman is with the actor who plays Carmine Falcone. So I think he's going to die and she's going to think Batman did it. So maybe.
Interesting. Maybe Alfred will die.
No, you take it back.
I doubt all this.
Okay, Carvin, prediction time from you.
No, listen, nobody's going to die. Okay, first of all. Second of all, I think it's going to be really dark. Yes. The story doesn't move along if Alfred dies, if Catwoman dies. The story doesn't move along because
it might be the context of this. If Alfred does something noble which makes Bruce less violent, but he does so by sacrificing himself, that progresses the character.
Yes, but you have to understand that it's because, when you look at the psyche of Batman, it's because of his vengeance that he becomes Batman. But it's because of his, the human teachings of Alfred is the thing that holds him back, right? So if you kill Alfred in year 2, what's going to be his guiding light? Because he doesn't have anything to hold him back. The fact that Alfred is the one who takes the role of the father in so many ways in the life of Batman. But if you kill that, there is nothing holding him back because Diffler is gonna go full rogue. John Wick. This is gonna be Batman John Wick. You know what I said? You cannot kill that one compass of morality that he has.
This is why I don't mind it, because what you were saying earlier on about you want this to be its own Batman story. I want this to be my Batman story for now, a new story which I've never experienced before, and it might involve the death of Alfred or somebody.
No, and 100%, I agree with the fact that if you want your own Batman story and stuff like that, but I feel that if you kill Alfred, it's going away. In so many ways, you're creating a whole new storyline. That's
the point. That's the point, though.
Because I think in the comics, the Dark Knight Metal series, Alfred dies, and then the one I forgot, but I think he becomes like Murder Machine, where he combines with Cyborg.
That's one of the versions. Yeah,
Alfred is his AI.
Alfred's also died in the main comics as well. But
come back to life.
I think in the context of the movie, it depends how he dies. If it's a meaningless death, then Batman can go off the rails. But if there's an actual meaning to it, if it teaches Batman to not go off the rails by his death, then I can see that serving the bigger picture. Maybe.
But I believe that is going to be the plot of the movie. The fact that, look, in year 2, Disfler is just, hardcore heavy metal Batman, and he's just going to go rampage on everything. And then he learns how to become the hero that Gotham deserves rather than the hero that Gotham needs.
Okay. You saying you don't think anyone's going to die, right?
No, it's not that I don't think anyone will die, but I don't think it's one of the main characters. That not in year 2. Like
All right.
maybe next movie, maybe, but not now.
Chief Jantan, do you think anybody's gonna die?
Yeah, I think someone will die. I think this will be. I think they could make it, this the reason why he goes off the rails, and then the second one will be when it's really dark, and then maybe the third one is his redemption. You know.
Zach?
Yeah, I think somebody is gonna die. I mean, at least one of these thugs is gonna die. From
Okay.
the bad deeds. Yeah.
I
At least one of the
think this
fucks.
whole movie is going to be Batman finding himself and becoming the Batman rather than becoming the spirit of vengeance.
Yeah, but
It's
I
just
can-
about finding himself. Like obviously he's gonna. There's a lot of things about his past as well. We're gonna find out how his training, because none of the movies actually spoke of the training that Bruce goes through to
did.
become Batman.
Batman Begins.
Which one?
Batman Begins.
Yeah,
They show him training.
There was just a couple of cutscenes of him.
No, that was half the movie. Remember, he treks
No,
and then
yes, but okay. When you look at the origins in the comics, he goes through the in India. He goes through the this thing to not feel pain, and then he goes through another place to do different trainings. Like he didn't. He only get training from Ras Al Ghul. There's a lot of other people.
But they
talking
said
a lot of
that
things.
Matt Reeves has said this isn't going to be an origin story because that's already been done.
It's not. It's obviously not. But you will see flashbacks, obviously, because it's year 2.
Okay, so
right?
that's another prediction. We're going to see flashbacks of his training. So that's your second prediction, yeah? Okay.
Yes. And that which will mold him into, at the end, you see the real Batman. Like that is going to be the how. Rather than before, he's just trying, like open mic. Like he's going there, like, he's like, maybe you could see a voice like, hello, I'm Batman.
I'm Batman here. Any other predictions that have propped into your mind since we've discussed this here? I'm going to say they're going to tease another villain at the end. That's an obvious prediction to make.
Mr.
Like how
Freeze.
Mr. Freeze?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're predicting they're going to tease Mr. Freeze.
Hopefully, like
Hopefully.
maybe if not teasing, maybe the next movie, hopefully the villain is Mr. Freeze.
Okay. Chief Jantan, do you have any more additional predictions to make? Who do you think could be teased at the end as a future villain? Maybe Joaquin Phoenix's Joker?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think maybe they'll save Joker for the last. I don't know who they'll predict, but I hope it's Mr. Freeze, because I think we need a good Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze?
A Freeze is coming.
The amount of disrespect for that
Arnold.
Mr. Freeze.
Compare that to the Batman animated series, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. That was like Emmy nominated or something, like how they
Yes,
humanized.
no, 100%. But look, listen,
Uh,
I like the campiness of the old Batman villains.
True.
Penguin, Danny DeVito, Jim Carrey's Riddler, Mr. Freeze by Arnold Schwarzenegger. They were campy and they were good, but they fit the movie that it was in, because the movie itself was campy and not dark, right? Michael Keaton's was the only dark movie which didn't really have, and that level of dark is nowhere close to what it was.
They went too dark for commercial reasons with Batman Returns. So like McDonald's had a tie-in deal and they were complaining the movie was too dark, which is why the third one picked up in terms of tone. And then the fourth one.
Yeah.
If I'm following my theme of maybe Catwoman dying, I think then the next movie will have Poison Ivy.
I was just thinking that. Yeah.
yeah, why can't they bring like new, fresh faces? Okay, stop reusing all these penguins and.
The last time we had...
in the comics.
Then maybe Court of Owls somehow, maybe.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah,
No, I think that is
See?
happening. I think that is happening.
I
Court
think
of Owls is already been teased, right?
What about Slade?
Deathstroke. He could crop up. I mean, that was initially the plan with Zack Snyder's films. Interesting.
That's what I'm saying. Bring in new faces.
Well, I mean,
No, but look, he's got a good lineup of villains. Why do you need to bring new people in? Like, I don't understand. You can give new stories to old faces.
I think what he
That's
means
not a
is
problem.
villains that haven't been shown, like Court of Owls in the
Okay.
movies, which
Yeah.
is all from the
Yes.
comics. I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
seeing with all due respect to Uma Thurman, I wouldn't mind seeing a proper Poison Ivy. And
Listen, okay? Poison Ivy
What?
from Uma
What's wrong
Thurman
with you?
was excellent.
Oh, superb. In the same way, like Jeep Swenson, who played Bane, who's just a mute in that movie, was played much better by Tom Hardy. And
Okay, maybe
I was like,
no. Okay, it's apples and oranges first of all, because both of the these things were wrong.
Yeah.
To be fair, but yeah, look. That's why I said the campiness of the movie. That's what it became. And when Nolan made his darker, more human stories of Batman, the characters became more darker and human as well. This one, we don't know what the theme is. It's going to be dark. It's going to be this thing, but we don't know what the fantasy level is going to be and how, you know, powered or non-powered they're going to be. If they follow anything like the Joker movie of if that is actually canon in this universe, then I would think that it's going to be very similar to the Nolan this thing where
Grounded.
it's not campy. Yeah, it's more grounded, it's more human, and you put everyone in the level playing field, which I believe is something that needs to be done with these comic book characters. Like even the MCU is so successful not because of the fact that, I mean, it's entertaining, yes, but also the fact that it puts everyone in a level playing field, because Iron Man cannot go against Thor in the comics. There is no way. He's OP to the max. Like there's no way someone like Hawkeye could take on the Hulk. There's no way. But somehow or other they've reduced that gap. And I believe that the movies need to do this to make it just that little bit more like, okay, I don't mind watching this. This is something that I can get behind, rather than, oh no, like how is Iron Man beating Thor?
Yeah, I understand. And when it comes to new villains, I understand where Zach's coming from. But at the same time, like I mentioned, we had Poison Ivy. Pratik, what year were you born?
2001.
Yeah, so last time we saw Poison Ivy on the big screen, that is, you weren't even born yet. So, so I know Zach saying give new characters or other characters a chance, but it has been a very long time since we've seen Poison Ivy. To be done properly would be great, because Batman and Robin is a travesty.
I would like to see Red Hood, come back. But I mean, I think it's too early for Red Hood anyway.
Clayface
is great.
There's a lot. There's so many great villains to choose from. So I'll throw one more in. I wouldn't be surprised if at the end Bruce is finding time to chill as Bruce Wayne, not as Batman, and he decides to go to the circus. And who's being advertised but the Flying Graysons? That's just a random.
Yeah, that could be something. But I mean, that's not a villain. But
that's not a villain.
I would like
it's just a separate prediction.
I'd like to see Kurt Langstrom.
Man-Bat.
That's something that's never been seen before. Man-Bat,
yeah. Okay, cool. I think we've done plenty of predictions here. We'll see how many actually come true. All of us are looking forward to the movie, bar Zach. Right, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to thank you, Prateep. I want to thank the Chief Jantan. I want to thank Carvin. And fingers crossed there's no delays or anything. But the movie's coming out really soon. Of course, we'll be having a review of that as well once we've seen it. But for now, what are your predictions? Leave a comment down below. Maybe you've already seen the movie and you're thinking our predictions are all really ridiculously stupid. So leave a comment about that as well. Like, share, and subscribe. Till next time.